Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today is a fun-filled morning, as early as it is, and we will be doing a channel highlight of Ken Berry and his wife, Nurse Neisha. If you're not familiar with Ken Berry, he is a family practice physician located inside of my favorite state of Tennessee. Sorry about that. Um, he is a carnivore, self-proclaimed, where 95% of his diet comes from meat. Same thing with his wife. And if I remember right, she is a registered nurse. Dr. Ken has a uh, family practice, but he also has a ranch. He gets his, as far as I know, he does his own meat, gets his own chickens, gets his own eggs, that sort of thing. And I found him back in when I started my carnivore journey, maybe of knowledge, 6 months ago. I have been carnivore myself since uh, the first of roughly the first week of April. We had to eat out our pantry and clean out the fridge first, of course. I'm not rich enough to just throw food away. But Ken has been an absolute powerhouse of information. He cites sources, he gives his personal opinion, and he also gives the data, and then he kind of merges it too with humor. He's a lot funnier than I think I am at the moment. But in today's video, I'm gonna highlight him because I think his message needs to get spread to the masses. He's also creating a new diabetes foundation. I heard in one of his other episodes a couple of days ago with Dr. Sean Baker. Um, Dr. Sean's an orthopedic surgeon. I don't think he has a practice anymore. I might be wrong on that. If you know, put it in the comments below. But when Ken and Sean were talking in that video I watched, um, Dr. Ken Berry has made it known that he's creating an American Diabetes Society, and that's going to replace the current establishment of the American Diabetes Association, who does an absolute horrific job. If you follow their diet, you will not get better. You will only get worse. I'm convinced of that. They are a carb heavy, plant heavy, dietary not society. That's the wrong word. Dietary guidelines. They follow the original food pyramid that I grew up with, and this whole my plate nonsense. I don't think they follow. Um, and I am fully convinced that if you do exactly what your doctor says, if you do exactly what the current American Diabetes Association says, if you follow their dieting advice to the letter, you will only get worse. You will be completely insulin dependent your entire life. You will be fat, sick, and miserable. And you and I will be getting called to your house for sugar spikes and sugar crashes and all things sugar related that emergency medicine, as well as conventional, is just not, fully equipped to deal with. Diabetes is one of the leading problems around the world, and I think it stems from switching everything over from animal fats and cooking oils and animal products, which are in my opinion, much better for you. Again, not a doctor, all opinions. And it's a natural way of eating depending on what you believe. We only started agriculture 10 to 15,000 years ago, and we've been on this planet for at least a million. Most people suggest between 2 and 3 million. So it's all, we ate meat for the majority of our time on this planet, and I think we are much better off for it. So, anywho, that'll finish the monologue. Let me get the camera switched out. And we're going to take a look at some YouTube shorts from Mr. Ken. Fair warning, I have not seen these, so I will try to switch them if they get too wacky or whatever. So, time to go.
You gonna let me?
Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Let me change out the volume a little. All right, let's get back into it. And, uh-oh, I broke the computer. Give me just a second. Define my
Make my point.
Make your point, baby.
Did you start this because you thought you were going to have 1,000,000 subscribers and
No,
make any money?
No,
No.
not at all. Not at all.
We never thought this was going to happen.
I started all this because she told me you can help more people than you help in the clinic every day. And I would say 30 or 40, which I thought was great. And she's like, what if you could help 3,000 or 4,000? I was like,
If your main mission is to help people, then you will grow. You will.
That's so well said. She's pretty smart.
You won't let me make my...
So basically, in one of his videos, early, I don't know, he said it quite a bit. Essentially, he was a family practice doctor who was only fixing, or helping a few people a day. And by a few, I probably mean like 30, 40, 50, something of that nature. Since I believe he started and owned his practice. And then Nurse Neisha down here, his wife, was like, hey, why don't you help more people? Spread the message. So he spread his message via social media along with Sean and, many, many others. And so I'm just piggybacking. I think his message needs to get out there. I hope anybody that finds this will go to his channel so that his views can go up and he'll be higher in the algorithm. And that's pretty much it.
So if you're a member of the Proper Human Diet community, it's already great. I mean, it really is. We have so many amazing people in there supporting each other. We have amazing coaches, doctor,
and lots of guest doctors.
But it could be better. And I am working so hard to make that experience streamlined and easy to use.
So we're about 2/3 of the way done, but I don't know if he invented the phrase or just coined the phrase or whatever, but he calls this way of eating the carnivore lifestyle 95% meat heavy diet, the proper human diet, as I alluded to in the beginning. We ate meat for at least millions, if not hundreds of thousands of years before the agricultural revolution, roughly 10,000, 15,000 something years ago. And so it's just ingrained in our DNA that you just eat meat. It's what you do. It's not going to give you cancer. It's not going to make you fat. It's not going to do anything except help you. So let's see.
Think about it. If McDonald's said, hey, it's actually healthier for you, you would just stay home and cook rather than come eat at McDonald's, you can understand that would impact their profits. And that CEO who said that out loud would be quickly fired by the board of directors. The same thing is going on in dialysis because they're following a fast food model. They have to have a line of patients at the door. They have to have constant crank, get them in, get them out, which leads to things like techs not wanting to wash their hands, techs reusing the equipment, techs doing all the cutting corners, basically trying to hit corporate goals. The patients are suffering from this.
I completely agree. I agree 1000%. Some of you may not know that when McDonald's was created once upon a time, they did cook their fries and various products in tallow, which is an animal fat cooking oil product, before, this, I don't even know what you'd call it, the soybean revolution, where now they tell you canola is a good thing and it's not. Crisco is a good thing. I mean, that was a lubricant back in the day. And what he said about healthcare is correct. Healthcare is a business. In order to have a business, you have to make money, and that means you have to have a revolving door of clientele. And there's a meme that I saw years ago that was floating around Google that simply says, a patient cured is a customer lost. And that's why we have a sick care system. That's why big food and big pharma got together, and food makes you sick and pharma takes away some of those side effects, but it certainly doesn't make you better. My personal belief is that medication is only supposed to be used in a short time period in the beginning to manage symptoms while you fix the underlying issue. And a lot of people take medicine their entire lives. How many times have we been told you'll be on this blood pressure med until you die, or you'll be in dialysis until you die, or you'll be on a statin, which you don't actually need, in my personal opinion, till you die. And you'll be on diabetes medications, either pills or injections, until you die. It's a miserable way of living, and unfortunately, that's just the way we live in. With Ken's new diabetes society and proposing or promoting the meat heavy diet, I really hope we can get more diabetics help because diabetes is reversible. You can get rid of it. You don't have to be fat, sick, and miserable. And if you want to follow Ken, if you want to follow me, you can follow Bella from Steak and Butter Gal here on YouTube, Lisa Wiederman, Sean Baker, and tons of others, which I'll be doing highlights on as well. Oopsie. So what's this?
How do you feel about wild blueberries? I love them. When our blueberries get ripe every year, I eat some. They could eat some. Neisha, Bonnie, we all eat some.
And the
Even
birds.
even Lily, our
Lily,
standard poodle,
she'll
she'll eat a few blueberries. But that's for 2 weeks out of a 52-week year.
Definitely, if you can get them locally or you
Yeah.
grow your own, that's the best, or organic. But the kids eat blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries fairly often.
Yeah.
They don't have any health problems, and they're little kids, and they're growing, and
Right.
we don't think,
Right.
or I don't think that's a problem.
All right. So again, I agree with them on this particular thing, and I think this will be the last video because this is already getting kind of long. But there are some key words from this last video that I think more people need to realize. Ken has a ranch, and he has meaning a good piece of land where he can do these kinds of things. And what he mentioned is wild, locally grown blueberries, not store-bought, not from Costa Rica, not from somewhere in Asia, that got here from a plane, train, and automobile sprayed with chemicals to ripen en route. What they're promoting is a natural food source. I very much believe that humans have been gathering up locally grown, highly seasonal, again, seasonal fruit from wherever humans have gone since since we were put on this planet. I can't tell you why necessarily we decided to eat them, but is my assumption is that someone wanted to experiment back in the day in our ancestry somewhere, found out it was delicious, and we just decided to eat them. Um, these types of fruits are very high in carbs, very high in sugar, and in my opinion, it's supposed to be a survival food. It is not supposed to be an everyday food. As Ken said toward the, I think, end of the video, he only gets these 2 weeks out of a year. I mean, if you follow the current food pyramid that I grew up with, perhaps even the My Plate that they changed it out to, they're telling you to eat fruit every day. You know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, the apples, the blueberries, the raspberries, all the other grocery store produce items probably didn't exist in the same form back in our ancestry. Fruits were a lot seedier, they were a lot more fibrous, and they were not as sweet. Um, and then humans got big brains, and we got smart, or so we say, and we started crossbreeding. We started to selectively crossbreed and hybridize. And unfortunately, now in today's day and age, we went to a laboratory, we tweaked some DNA, and we stuck a genetically modified seed in the ground and grew it, and it produced a whole bunch of extremely sweet, highly juicy, delicious fruit. But at the same time, that was never around, in our early days. So our bodies, as I believe, are not accustomed to eating the highly addictive, highly sweet, extremely modified produce that we have. I don't think I don't personally subscribe to all vegetables are bad in their natural state. I think they have become bad because of human genetic modification, soil depletion. It's just the day and age that we live in. I think if you found a vegetable back in our ancestry or back in our early, days of being on this planet, I think they were a lot less toxic, a lot less dangerous, and they caused a lot less problems because their composition was different. The environment was different. There was actually nutrients in the soil. You didn't need fertilizers because you had millions, if not billions, of animals running around all these various continents. Since probably the Earth was created, that you didn't need artificial ingredients. Everything was natural. But we have gotten so far away from what's natural, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's absolutely insane everything that we've done to our food supply. But I'm gonna leave it there. If if you like these videos or if you like more, go see Dr. Ken Berry. Um, his channel is up here on the top of the screen. Ken and Nisha do a Monday Night Live. They also do other live streams during the week. They produce an absolute boatload of content. I will be doing another video about this particular one, which was from 3 days ago, talking about Dr. Sean, and you can see his picture in his thumbnail. But Ken makes an absolute powerhouse of videos. Almost all of them are over an hour. A lot of them are around the 15-minute mark. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. Go see his channel. He deserves all the credit for the videos I reacted to. And if you would like a consult with me, if you're just starting carnivore, if you just want to hang out, if you want to support the channel, go to our website, which is on the bottom of your screen, and you can send me a video request. You can donate to the channel. You can go to schedule a consult, and all of the proceeds generated from all of the website interactions with y'all is going to fund my new company, which will be located in Tennessee, specifically city of Knoxville and Knox County, so that we can get better public safety. Um, the company is called Tennessee Public Safety Group. I'm creating a whole stream of content on my channel about that. So go to the website, look at the tabs, watch those videos, and support me in any way you feel comfortable. But I think we're going to leave it there for today. So thank you for watching until the end. Thank you for all your help in the future, and I hope you'll have a fantastic day.